Alright, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that sees his word in all true faith and sincerity. And yesterday, I just want to take this lesson. These devils are living up to their judgment. See, it's going to be a reason why Obadiah, the 18 verses, is going to happen. It's going to be a reason why, you know, all hell is going to break loose and, you know, ultimately to the destruction of America, man. You know, just like you look at Esau's system today, you get caught for a robbery, you get so many years. You get caught for this, you get so many years. You murder, life without parole, or pretty much the death penalty. You know, for the same thing with the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, pretty much the things that this devil have done pretty much wreak havoc upon the planet Earth. Now you see why the judgment that are spoken of is going to happen to this devil, man. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Job, chapter 4, and verse 7. It said, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent." See? So whenever judgment came down, it was rightfully so, man. That's why it's a question mark right there. You know, you're not gonna perish being innocent. That's why pretty much when that second covenant is established, that we're gonna live forever, man. Why? Because we're not gonna offend. You know, it says, "And where were the righteous cut off?" See, even as I have seen, they that apply iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. See, so you're gonna get what you put in, man. And that's what's coming to the so-called white man. You know, pretty much was death and destruction. That's what's about to come to him, man. So, because that's what he puts forth. So that's what he's going to get in return. That's his reward. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Revelations 11, because what he puts forth was destruction. That's why I said it was giving him a great sword. So that's going to be his reward. His reward. That's why his blessing was a snare unto him, man. You know, this is Revelation 11 and 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." See, so as you can see, everyone is going to get rewarded. Even ones that destroy the earth, what they're going to receive is destruction, man. You know? Why? Because that's what he puts forth. See, he got to actually live up to the judgment. Matter of fact, because the Lord said this man is going to be the wicked. When Yahweh Shema Shai, proclaimed that the so-called white man is the devil, well, guess what? The Lord, he didn't, he captured it. He called this man the devil, man. He's living up to that, to being the wicked, to be the thief, the liar, the murderer. He's living up to these things, man. And that's why you got these judgments spoken of concerning his destruction, because that's what he puts forth. So, matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Genesis, chapter 15, and Genesis 15 and 16. It says, "And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, thou shalt be buried in a good age." And this is the Lord pretty much talking to Abram, was Abraham, show him pretty much the land of Canaan, man. It says, "But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again." See? Meaning what? After the Lord delivered us out with a mighty hand in the land of Egypt, man. This is the time the Lord gave him a time period when pretty much he was going to come back into the land, Israel, man. What where that promise is going to be filled. The Lord is going to bring us with a mighty hand out of Egypt and bring us into this land. It says, but in the fourth generation they shall come hither again. So 4 generations, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. See, so pretty much as you can see, that their time for them Amorites and Canaanites to be in that land, it was gonna be certain things that take place in that land till that said measure be fulfilled. Matter of fact, let's get that. So pretty much they had to live up to the judgment of the walls coming and them being overthrown. They had to actually live up to that judgment. But as you can see, during the time of Abraham, all the way up to that time, it was 4 generations. So it was a time period where they were going to continue in that land, but within the midst of that time, they was going to be in that land. Things was going to be going on, which was wickedness, man. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 4 in verse 37. It said, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. See, so pretty much those times being measured and numbered is being played out by the way of rulerships, different eras and ages, which is, which is through kingdoms, man. When you go into history, you look back in certain time periods, you gauge about who was ruling during that time, man. It says he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. See, because guess what? The Lord got so many years that a kingdom is going to rule. But within that time, things happen. It's not like the Medo Persians were just ruling, just to rule. They were just on top. No, in the midst of these things, different prophecies and things took place during that time. But it was under the rule of the Persians and the Medes. 7 AD, that was under the rule of the Romans, man. But certain things play out first, then the tides get stirred up. And that's why in this time right here, when this devil implement that microchip, pretty much that's gonna be to his end. That's gonna fulfill his measure. That certain things have to take place, and that's gonna be it, man. And that's when wickedness is gonna reach its height when these niggas do that, man. You thought that was being turning a man into a woman was the worst thing ever, and this nigga come out with something else, man. Which what's gonna draw the line is that microchip being implemented, man. So that's that said measure. But you can see the wickedness. Matter of fact, let's get this. That's when wickedness reaches height, when that chip get mandated, man. And that's when the Lord gonna step in and overthrow this place. But that's when that measure be filled. That's when he's gonna live up to the judgment. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. See? So the plagues is also known as the scourges, man. Meaning with a whipping, a form of punishment. And what are the form of punishments the Lord's going to send? It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. See? So as you can see, the reason why the Lord sent those scourges is because wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And this is once again the same thing in the time of Noah. Wickedness had proceeded to pollute the whole earth. The imaginations of men was evil continually, man. So what was gonna be the only thing that can pretty much rationalize things out? The sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. It says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. See? So the Lord, it pretty much built the case on them, man. The Lord wanted to take them out in a certain manner, but they had to live up to that. Just like I said, like you got in today's society, you look at Esau, you get so many years for robbery. You get so many years for this. You get the death penalty for that. With the same thing with Yahweh Hashem Shai. See, Obadiah the 18th verse got a helm. Guess what? He got to live up. Esau got to live up to that. This man try to cut us off by the way of this food. This nigga got, you can only find fungus where you stay at. You know, you can the culture that this man has given you. He's trying to cut you off. He's trying to kill you, man. But guess what? He's actually going to get. Matter of fact, he's going to get cut off, and that's the double, man. You know, for all his works that he have done, he's actually going to receive double of what he. That means what? Ultimately, he's going to be wiped out because that's what he puts forth death. But guess what? Death is actually going to consume him. It's not going to be no more Edomites left. You know, this is Revelation 18 and verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven." See? So meaning what? This man have done pretty much every possible wicked thing that you could ever do. I ain't going to say think of, because that's why I tell you that Adam and Eve, they was naked. You know, pretty much you can't, this devil, man, you know, who would ever come up with something, say, you know what, let's turn a rod into a box. You know, turning a man pregnant. These different things that this man come up with. You weren't thinking no things like that. You wouldn't come up with these things. How this man, deal with adrenochrome. They actually do research and study. You know, adrenochrome and all this, man. This man actually take it there, man. But he had pretty much done every possible wicked thing you can do. Oh, I tell you, the unfruitful works of darkness. Is it you blush at the things? Oh, it tells you you pretty much blush at the things that this man do, man. You know? It says, "And the Most High have remembered her iniquities." See? And how that's been done by us calling this man out. That's why pretty much, these different you did look at the different signs. You got the black and white pictures of us getting hung and different atrocities that happened to the nation of Israel. This us remembering, like, hold on, this is the same nigga that hung us. This is the same nigga that put hell on us, man. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double." See, so as you can see, all the iniquities that this man have pushed forth is going to come back upon him, man. In double. And one of those, that double he's going to receive is him being wiped out. One of the things we read, Psalms 83, who was spearheading that council? The nation of Edom, man. Which part of that council was cut nation of Israel off from being a nation, man. You know, well, that's actually going to happen to the nation of Edom, man. You know, so they're going to actually fulfill, live up to the judgment. Matter of fact, this is we can end it off on this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 19 and verse, bear with me. You know what? I start at 1. It says, "As for the ungodly, wrath came upon them without mercy unto the end. For he knew before what they would do." See, so as you can see, and this is talking about the Egyptians back then, you know how the Lord pretty much ultimately, the icing on the cake was the Lord overthrowing Pharaoh's army, violently by the way of those waters. You thought it was over with, with the Lord killing the firstborn. And that what made, Pharaoh say, you know what, get him the gold, give him everything, just get him out of here. But guess what? The Lord put a spirit on Pharaoh to say, you know what, let's chase these niggas down, man. So it was mercy upon them even until the end. Why? Because the Lord knew what they was going to do, man. So pretty much what they were going to live, they lived up to their judgment. It says, "How they having given them leave to depart and sent them hastily away, they will repent and pursue them. See? For whilst they yet were mourning and making lamentation at the graves of the dead, they added another foolish device. See? And that's what's going on with the so-called white man. You know, he's been taken in his devices now. And it's a foolish device. Oh, it tells you that he making the wise man's foolish. So that counsel, you know, it tells you the it tells you that in matter of fact, let's see if I can find that real quick. I think that's Isaiah 19. Because he said a foolish counsel. Let's see if that's it. Yep, this is Isaiah 19 and 11. Surely the princes of Zoan are foolish. See, it says, so meaning what? Those the princes of Zoan, which was those the counselors, you know. It says the counsels of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. See, how say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings. See, so as you can see, those the princes of Zoan are fools, man. So the counsel that this devil is giving is pretty much is foolishness, man. This is gonna be to his destruction, man. Same thing what happened in Egypt. Out of all these things you have seen, you know, this devil got different artifacts and relics that he can know that the scriptures are real. You know, going back to the flood, you know, you got different pieces of the ark. You know, they know there's gopher wood. You know, they found it in the you know, in the spot where the scripture says landed at. You know, niggas see things in the heavens. You know, chariots and all that. Well, this nigga, his count, he added another foolish device. It says, and pursue them as fugitives, whom they had entreated to be gone. And guess what? They're gonna pretty much test that commandment of Psalms 105 and 15. Touch not mine anointing, do my prophet no harm. That's a commandment unto the kings of the earth, man. You know, don't touch the Lord's elect, man. But guess what the Egyptians did? They pursued them, man. They tested that theory, and that's what Esau gonna do. But that's part of him living up to the judgment. See, somebody gotta play that part. The Lord said that just so he can make a point when somebody do it, man. Just like back then in with Pharaoh, he's gonna once again do it with Esau. The Lord's gonna make a point with Esau, man. That's why at this time, that's why I said the Lord said he's gonna glorify his name once again, man. You know, it says for the destiny, see that destiny that way, their destination. Well, they were worthy. See, so meaning what they pretty much lived up to that judgment, man. It was meant for them. That's why I tell you, the wicked was created for the day of evil, man. You know, the son of perdition, man. So they were worthy for this destruction. They was it tells you the vessels fitted for destruction. Meaning what they were shaped and molded to be the punching bag of the Lord. They were shaped and molded to be them vessels used in that day, man. It says for the destiny whereof they were worthy, drew them unto this end, and made them forget the things that they had already happened, that they might fulfill the punishment which was wanting to their torment. See? And that's ultimately what's going to happen to the so-called white man, Esau Edom, you know, in this beast system as a whole.